Whoa, but it's not over. Are you guys insane? It's it was the last day of the bulk, the end of the videos. You are out of your freaking mind, my man. Now we just start the cut. We got day one of the freaking cut. God damn it! So gonna be pretty similar, especially since the videos are really mainly just about the lifting. Occasionally, I'll talk about. Well, I'll get into the diet too, but basic idea. I'm gonna drop the calories down, limit them to. Well, I'm gonna see. I'm not exactly certain because I was doing 2,500 on my last cut, but I've definitely built some more muscle. I'll see how I feel. I'll see how I feel. Right now, I kind of have a difficult gauge because one thing you can do is you look up your maintenance calories online. You plug in your height, your weight, your energy level, or your activity level, your age, your gender, and what's gonna happen is you plug in all that info, and it'll just poop out a number. 2,800 calories. I think those are probably good as a ballpark estimate, but you're really just it's not going to be exactly accurate. I would say, well, for me, what happens is if I just eat as much food as I'm hungry for, that's my maintenance calories. Right? If I just satiate my hunger but don't go overboard, like don't eat a fucking ton every time I eat. For me, just naturally, I'll just eat at maintenance. So, if I were to just eat whatever I want, or just whatever I'm fucking hungry for, whatever, I'd say I'd probably end up eating around probably I don't even know, probably maybe 3,500 calories or so, something like that. Definitely no less than that. Um, but what I was gonna say was, let's say you do plug in your uh, your info into the calorie maintenance calorie calculator, and then it tells you if you want to lose weight, eat 2,500 calories per day. Now it'll tell you a little so what you should do. How do you figure out what macros you have to fucking do? Because 2,500 calories, that doesn't mean anything, right? You can make 2,500 calories with just pure fucking fat, right? Or you could just eat a fuck ton of carbs only. You could eat just fucking 2,500 calories worth of Skittles, and that would be 2,500 calories. So I'd say a basic rule of thumb for dieting for me, or I'd probably recommend it to you guys as well. This is kind of well, I'd say this is a pretty decent way to go about it. Is you take your maintenance, drop it down a couple hundred to a deficit, and then your protein should be a gram per pound of body weight. So if you're a 175-pound dude, you need at least 175 grams of protein. I mean, you can get away with less, but I'd say that's good. That's a good amount. That's within the range of an effective amount of protein. A gram per pound of body weight will do you good. No need to do like 2 or 3, but you also don't want to do like only a quarter gram per pound either. So a gram per pound of body weight, and then I remember seeing somebody say some shit like 50 grams of fat is about right, just to make sure you can still it's just good for you to have that much oils floating around, triglycerides and whatnot on them. So pretty much what I'll do is I'll do gram per pound of body weight of protein, around 50 grams of fat, and then the rest I'll just eat carbs. But what I was going to say was I'm not sure how many calories I'm going to limit myself to because I can't really tell how hungry I am. So to be in a deficit, just by nature, your body is telling yourself, or your body's sending you, your mind signals, you're not eating enough food. You should eat more. So let's say you plug in your information into the stupid simple, no, into the calorie calculator, and you've been eating that many calories, and you don't feel hungry. That's probably a fucking sign that your bulk is your calories are just way too high up. I'm not saying that you should always be fucking starving yourself. Absolutely not. That's fucking immediate road to going catabolic, lose some fucking muscle. But If you are trying to do a deficit and you're trying to lose body fat, you should feel it. You know, I would say if you don't feel like you're kind of manually eating less than you want to, well then, you're eating as much food as your body needs, because then you just be like I was saying before, you're just eating as much as you want. You have to you have to fucking you got to put the fork down sometimes. There is no possible chance that you can lose body fat if you eat more calories in the day than you burn. It's not even a debate. This isn't something that can be argumented. This is not an argumentative point. If you eat more fucking food than your body burns in its daily caloric expenditure, then you will never lose fat. So I wouldn't fucking look into, I'm trying to think of some diets. Uh, At Atkins. For me, I find the most simple fucking method of understanding how to change the way that your body is composed is, for one, by tracking your macros in the stupid simple macro tracker. Not a paid plug. I just like that fucking app because it's stupid simple. No need to complicate this shit. And then, being able to adhere to a fucking diet. I think a lot of lifters are either just uninterested or unable to stick to a diet which has, a legitimate, feasible purpose. Some people, I think, well, just in general, people don't understand how food works in the sense of, like, you ever hear people say bread is fattening? Uh, I, I mean, like, I think in general, people understand a basic sense of, like, you know, high sugar food, bad for you, this, that, whatever, this, that. You get what I'm trying to say? But people don't connect the dots in the fact that the food that you fucking take in, the fuel you're putting into your body, that's going to determine how you fucking look. So I'll probably get into that in more detail when well, just obviously I'm going to be talking about a calorie deficit for the next like 2 months. So I'm sure I'll come up with some better points. But enough chatting. I didn't even talk about legs. What the fuck is going on here? So, leg day, goddammit. Already drank the pre. Some hostility and some bloodshot. And legs is going to be composed of hamstrings and quads. I'm going back to that, back to the normal split. I didn't really like the back and bis, tries, hamstrings. I like the idea of it. It seemed like it would be cool, but fuck it. Go back to what I like. So, hamstrings first. Gonna be a fucking variety of hamstring curls. Only seated because this gym, the laying hamstring curl is just fucking, it just kind of sucks, honestly. It's like, it's old, it's retro, it's like an old Nautilus leg curl, but it's not old in a cool retro way. It's old in the chain is really mushy and it's like fucking full of friction kind of way. It's old in it needs, um, what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's old in it needs work kind of way. But what are you gonna do? I like to see the leg curls anyway. I haven't really done them for a while. I've mainly been doing leg curls. Maybe I'll throw in some RDLs as well, but leg curls are probably my favorite movement for some hamstring destruction. Just because it's the simplest method to hit the hamstrings. What do your hamstrings do? Now, I'm not saying they don't do all sorts of shit, but for the most part, they fucking take your leg from a straight position to a bent one. Imagine, oh, what does this look like? Oh, it looks like a fucking leg curl. Just makes sense. And I can get a crazy pump, load up a considerable amount of weight. Not that that's the point, but some movements you're just weaker on because of the nature of it. But whatever. Hamstrings are going to get thrashed. And then I'm going to move on to quads. Quads is going to be some combination of leg extensions as well as perhaps some other stuff. Not exactly sure what. That's in the far future. I've still got to finish hamstrings first before I start even thinking about quads. That typically ends up being my mentality. Like, When I go in to do arms, and I'm doing triceps first, I'm not even thinking about what I'm going to do for biceps. Right? Tries have my complete focus, 100% attention. Right? Same with hamstrings. So let's just quit talking and get this cut started. Holy shit! So if you've seen the last couple of videos, I mean, I haven't done hamstrings for like a week and a half. So, I'm not going to try to, honestly, if I were to just jump straight into hamstrings after not hitting them for a fucking while and like try to warm up to the whole stack, I'm not going to say it's a guarantee, but I'd be more than likely to fucking pull my shit. And that's the last thing you want. So instead of starting off with some heavy shit on the, seated leg curl, I like this kind of jerry rig style single leg standing leg curl. You may need to put like a fucking plate or something underneath your feet just so that your knee is at like this height. You kind of just have to fucking try it, but I'll start off with a couple sets of just, relatively light squeezing sets and then move on to whatever else. I like this fucking movement. Honestly, I've tried machines where the machine was made for this specific setup, and I think I fucking like this more. So, keep an open mind. You can use machines for, fucking movements they're not necessarily intended for. Okay. I've had enough of this. Let's do some normal leg curls. Not gonna go crazy with the weight. Only a little more than half the stack. Same thing, you can do slow-ish, controlled reps. Changed it up a little bit, but same fucking machine. Instead of doing both legs at once, I'm just gonna finish off with 2 sets of single leg. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh. Hamstrings are now sufficiently pumped. Just standing here, bending over and grabbing them. Ooh. Dude, holy shit. Like, I can feel them like touching in between. Nice. So, half the workout complete. Let's get quads going. All right. Similar approach to quads. I'm not going to start off with crazy heft. I'm going to do lightish weight, single leg, slow controlled reps, really squeeze. And then, so I'm kind of doing my workout in reverse today, at least in terms of the rep styles. Because typically what I do is I start off super heavy, fatigue the fuck out of my whatever muscle I'm hitting. And then at the end,
lighten the weight and do slower squeezing reps. Okay. Actually, you know what? Oh, let's go do something else. Taking a little bit of inspiration from a very well-known Jay Cutler workout video. So, I don't know why I thought about it, but I wanted to try some fucking Smith machine front squats. I don't think I've literally never done it. I did it with a plate, felt pretty good. I think 2 plates. Oh, I don't want to go too crazy. I've never done this, but I think 2 for a solid set. I think there's something to this. I'll probably throw it in again, but I'm getting a lot of glutes and I'm trying to destroy my quads. Let's go back to leg extensions. Oh. Okay, so I ended up just spamming a couple more sets of leg extensions. I gotta get home because it is fucking late. I gotta go to bed and get up for cardio in the morning before my 8:30. God damn it! So let's see what kind of leg pump we're working with. By now, you know, hamstrings have kind of lost their pump a little bit, but quads should be fucking peaked. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, we got something going on for sure. Oh, dude. Oh, these are looking fucking thick, man. Holy shit. Yeah. Let's see the side. Yeah. H. Yeah, calves are going bananas. Hamstrings are. They're hamstringing, as predicted. So, in the coming weeks, should start to see a bit more shit going on down here. Right? Because obviously, right now they're fully pumped, so worst case scenario for striations and separations. But unpumped and lean as fuck, start to see all sorts of little fucking lines and extra veins coming out all over. I mean, who doesn't want to fucking see that, you know? So let's just get in the fucking car, man. We're done. Whew. There we go. And with that, the first lift of the cut is complete. And I would say it was a fucking success. Solid fucking pump. Honestly, mainly just solid pump. I wasn't really pushing the weight today. Kind of because I wanted to. So for hamstrings, I did want to chill out on them. But with quads, I wanted to train slightly differently. Flip my typical quad day on its head. And kind of do the lighter squeezing stuff in the beginning. And then a little bit heavier towards the end. So I mean, I was just sitting in the fucking leg extension with the stack, bouncing it around. And fucking elicited a solid ass freaking pump. So I'm starting to like the idea of those front squats. I was kind of starting to feel my lower back and my glutes take over towards the end, which I'm not a fan of. Because I mean, I'm trying to hit my quads only. So honestly, I wish they had a straight up hack squat.
There's one at the rec, so I'm pretty much never gonna live there. But yeah, hack squats I like doing them kind of normal style, but also Tom Platt's sissy squat style. I like that a lot because when I do them, where your toes, where your all your weights on your toes, your heels come up, and like your knees are way in front of your feet. When I do my fucking little sissy squats like that, I'm getting only quad activation. There's a machine at a gym where I live, like, at home, not at school, and it's a really fucking cool hack squat because it's a hack squat, but it's not plate loaded. It's like a weight stack. So for whatever reason, the movement path and the strength curve of the weight, because you know that doing a curl with a barbell or a dumbbell feels way different than doing a cable curl. You can't build up so much momentum. It's just a different fucking feeling. So I love that fucking machine. That would be that would be a staple if I were to create a gym. If I had everything I wanted in a gym, that would definitely be in there. Overhead tricep extension would be in there. Can't really think of anything else special, but you get the idea. You know, some machines I freaking like. So, in terms of where I'm at in the cut now, I don't have I didn't bring a bathroom scale with me to school, so I can only kind of estimate my weight. But like I've said before, the best and most accurate time, well, I guess, if you weigh yourself in the afternoon, that is how much you physically weigh. But, like, fucking probably 4 pounds of you is fucking just food and water. The best time to weigh yourself if you want to actually, like, track progress in the morning after you fucking go to the bathroom. Because that's just a very repetitive state. There's not many variables because you just spent the whole night digesting all your food. It's ready to come out of you. And you should start to be able to see day by day. Honestly, yeah, sometimes day by day progress if you really stick to your calorie deficit. Not that you have to like lose fat every day or lose weight every day in the deficit. Um, Sometimes it's going to fluctuate. But week by week, if you're actually trying to, burn body fat and lose body weight, obviously you're going to want to maintain muscle. You should see week by week progress. If you don't, you're doing something wrong. Most likely, well, actually, I can almost guarantee it. Just eating too much food. So for the next probably week, honestly, maybe even 2 weeks. I'm not totally sure how long. It That was a fucking red light if I've ever ran one. Jesus. Um, it was yellow when I went through it, dude. Oh no! So for the next week, probably 2 weeks, I'm gonna have zero trouble sticking to 25 to 3,000 calories, 2,500 to 3,000. I'm not sure where I want to pinpoint it yet. I don't like a slow type. Like I'm only doing a mini cut. This is just a little break, burn off some body fat. It's not so long that I'm really worried about losing any fucking muscle. So I'm not sure where I want to stick the calorie limit at, either 3,000 or 2,500. I'll see what feels good. But for the first week-ish, a little longer, I'm going to have zero trouble sticking to that. Because honestly, I'm just so tired of eating so much food. Like my body has been telling me, quit fucking eating all this food. So the initial stages of switching from dieting to bulking, well, cutting to bulking and then bulking to cutting, that initial week is the easiest because after you've been dieting for a while, you have absolutely zero problem scarfing down food. Like, like you could eat like it's fucking no tomorrow, and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm still kind of hungry." You get up and eat some fucking ice cream at night or something. And then after the bulk, if you've really been eating a fuck ton of food, you should be tired of fucking eating that much food. So for the next week-ish, I'm gonna have no problem staying under that limit. I'm not gonna have to worry about getting up later at night and like being hungry. But once I do start to kind of want to eat more food, once my body's like, okay, dude, you're getting a little low in calories, you gotta eat some more you gotta eat some more freaking calories, man. Because right now I'm kind of running off of the internal glycogen I've got in all my muscles. When people talk about filling up or carbing up, what they're talking about is filling all their muscle glycogen stores up with fucking muscle glycogen, carbs. And that's the easiest source of energy for your body to run off of. So when you cut calories, like let's say you've just been living your life like a normal dude, eating your food, and you get stuck on a fucking life raft in the ocean, the first source of energy in your body that's going to get used up to keep you alive is your glycogen. And once that reaches a certain threshold of emptiness, your body's like, all right, fuck, man, now I got to start using your fat. And if you get too crazy, then your body's going to be like, all right, now I got to start eating into your fucking muscle. Now, you want to get close to that? Or no. You want to get as close to that, right? Because obviously you want to lose as much fat as possible, as quickly as possible. There's no point in, like, I lost a pound of fat this month. Fuck yeah. Like, that is progress, but you can definitely do more than that. Come on. But you do not want to fucking just instantly starve yourself. Because then you're losing muscle that you just spent fucking months upon months building. Assuming that you did a proper bulk first, So I definitely do not endorse getting like fat as fuck in a bulk. Because then you've got to deal with all that fucking excess body fat in the cut. And it's going to be a lot to handle. Like, if I was gaining body fat at a faster rate than, I have been eating all these fucking donuts and milk and, like, fucking all sorts of trash that I've been eating, right? Which I pretty much consider calories. If I was gaining a ton of body fat really quick, then that's my cue. I gotta press the brakes, man. There's no point putting on that much body fat. You're just on. There's really no point. Sure, you'll definitely be building as much muscle as possible, or at least you'll be up there because you're eating a fuck ton of food enough that you're gonna gain weight. But then during your bulk, you're gonna be fatter than you want to be, and then during the fucking cut, you're gonna have to deal with all that shit, and it's gonna be a fucking huge hassle. Even worse than normal. Because I'm not saying that trimming down and losing body fat is like hell, but it does require like constant, disciplined daily effort. Nobody just loses body fat out of nowhere. It's not how this shit works. Unless you're like a meth head, I guess. Ideally, that's not you. I doubt that correlates with any hypertrophic effects. So that's pretty much enough of that little rant. Let's do a freaking tangent. I've been so fucking tired of pedaling to class. So, I'm a senior this year, right? I've been pedaling to class the last 3 years. And my classes where I go to school, they're uphill. They're like decently uphill compared to where I live. So I'm huffing and puffing, especially when the air is thin in the winter. Dude, I'm like, I'll get to class and I'm still fucking, thrashed from, biking. Especially because I'm so, especially because I don't give myself enough time to like have a brisk bike ride. It ends up just being like a sprint. Oh my god! So enough of that, dude. The electric bike is where it's at. Because I've been getting so jealous of when, I'm pedaling uphill, it's raining, it's cold as fuck, and then I see a dude on like an electric unicycle going twice my speed. I'm definitely kind of happy about that. So, other than that, man, I got nothing going on. I got a bunch of, I honestly probably like a fucking majority of you guys. I know I'm in touch with dudes in my age demographic, probably a little younger too. You're in school. You got to go to class, man. You got shit to do. So if you're in high school, you got to pack a serious lunch, and you got to have a serious breakfast. Because, dude, one fucking like almost an 8-9 hour period with just one meal, in terms of muscle growth, dude, that's not gonna fucking cut it. Unless you have a crazy, like, massive meal and you're seriously scarfing down food, you know. Um, fucking, oh, damn, dude. You know what I gotta do? I need to make a grocery list. I keep forgetting a bunch of shit when I go, but I wanna. Oh, shit. I was about to say, I wanna go get some bagels, some cream cheese, and some salami for a real calorie dense fucking breakfast sandwich. I just realized I don't want to fucking be eating that anymore. Well, like, if you're bulking, That is a fucking ticket. Probably you can probably do an 800 calorie bagel with 50 carbs worth of the bagel. However much fat on the cream cheese you can handle. Honestly, I don't. A shit ton of cream cheese on a bagel does not really bother me. So I'll do a ton, and then like probably a fucking couple of. I couldn't even tell you how many. Maybe 4 ounces of like salami or something, and you just flatten that fucker down. That was my breakfast in high school for a little while. Now I wasn't really doing a serious bulk, but even main gaining, you're probably going to want to push yourself a little bit above maintenance calories than pure maintenance, just so you can have a little bit of edge calorie wise in terms of putting on weight and having energy to hit a solid lift. There's a cop in front of me. What the fuck is he doing? He's got a headlight right on me. Can't even fucking see, man. This isn't very cool. Oh, he's pulling over. Ooh, he's pulling over the Uber driver. I wonder what is going on in there. But luckily for me, the only time I've ever been pulled over was I was going 31 and a 25, and he didn't even like ask for my shit. He just gave me a warning instantly. So why the fuck did he even pull me over in the first place? Just to spook me? I guess. But plan now. I didn't eat shit today, man. I had my protein. I had a protein shake in the morning right when I woke up. I didn't do the cardio today. I fucking overslept. I had an 8:30 and I woke up at 8:30, which is, I mean, it's better than nothing. So I was only like 10 minutes late to the first one. But what was it? Oh yeah, so fucking protein shake. Another protein shake later on. In terms of your protein, I'm not so concerned with its timing. I definitely want to spread it out throughout the day, just so I'm constantly kind of exposed to, amino acids. I'm not just gonna like you got to think about this. Let's take it to the extreme. It's probably not the best case scenario to eat all 250 grams of protein at once at the end of the day. That's probably not the best case scenario because then the whole fucking morning, I've got no fucking protein, man. Gaining muscle mostly it's going to be during when you sleep, just because that's when you're resting and recovering. But I'm pretty much under the impression you want some of those fucking essential amino acids floating around your system 24/7. So protein, just spread it out evenly throughout the day. But once I start getting a bit hungrier, because I mean right now, but yesterday I had like 5,000 calories. I'm still full. I'm still full of carbs. But once I'm like fully flattened out, I'd give it about a week. I'll be as flat as I can be. I'm gonna want to start taking I'm gonna start putting a little bit more effort into my timing of my carbs because I would not want to fucking save all my carbs for right before I go to bed. I want to use some of that energy for the lift, man. So pre-workout, probably probably at least a meal beforehand, or in the whole time period before the lift. I'm probably gonna want, I don't know, at least maybe 100 grams of carbs or so, and then I'll do some of the cluster dextrin post workout. Not 100 grams like I've been doing, because that's a fuck ton of calories all at once just to drink. But I will do a little 25 grams just for some quick digesting carbs post workout. Because you got to think, I just emptied out my fucking muscles of all their glycogen, the little amount that they're gonna have in them. So I needed some. Your muscles still need a little bit. You need a little bit of carbs in the system just to keep yourself running. In terms of keto, I'm uninformed. I'm sure it fucking works. I hear very good things, but I'm not into the keto. Maybe eventually. Who knows? We'll have to see. Because you got to think, there's going to be tons more bulks and cuts in the future. Do not worry. Do not even freaking worry about it. So I've got time to try all sorts of shit. So plan now is go home. What do I want to eat? I don't even know what I have. Fuck. I marinated a ribeye in like a bunch of Worcestershire soy sauce, like garlic and what. Dude, I marinated that fucker for way too long. It was so salty. Not so salty that I didn't eat it. Oh yeah, that's what I had after class. There we go. Protein shake, steak. There, and I've eaten nothing else except for the pre. So what was I? We're we're already 16 minutes into the post workout talk. Let's just fucking call it. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go do my cardio. I'm gonna weigh myself on the school's gym, and I only have one class, so I'm gonna make it a little bit of a. I'll make it my task to go out and buy a an actual bathroom scale, so I can add the. I'll add the morning weight after the bathroom to the title of all these videos, just so we can keep a log, as it were. So home, a bit. I've got a bit more protein actually. I've got like 100 grams of protein left that I'm gonna want to get in. I should have spread it out throughout the day, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Home vitamins, protein, shower off. Oh my god. Whew, I hate to go. That's so fucked going to bed after the gym not showering. All right, I'm really rambling. Let's let's get the fuck out of here. Get excited for some shreddedness, some vascularity, some what are you get the idea. I'll fucking see you next time. Let's get out of here.